Good evening, biology students. This is Miss Nook, your science teacher. It was really good to see all of you today that were at school, and it was really nice to catch up with you. I wanted to give you your assignments for the week. The learning objective is I can correctly figure out what genotype the parents are given the phenotypes of the offspring. Just like in math, where you have to be able to solve a problem going forwards, you have to be able to work that problem backwards. And the same thing happens in science. We are doing this for that practice, and it will help you to problem solve, which is this quarter's theme. There is going to be an assignment in the Google Classroom. It is actually one assignment. And the first part is you're going to have to figure out who the parents are. There are 20 questions. You will not print this out. You will do it on a piece of notebook paper. And the second part of each problem is to figure out the percents of the offspring when you figure out the problem. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, you can call me. The blood typing article that is already posted there is for you to read at your leisure, but preferably by Thursday, because Friday I'm going to be handing out the permission slips for the lab that is going to take place on Monday. And you need to read the blood typing article so that you can explain to your parent or guardian what you are going to be doing on Monday, giving me a blood sample. Yay! All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is show you how to figure out who the parents are based on a question that is on your Google Classroom, and then how to do the percentages. All right, so what I have done here is I've copied the question in cattle, the hornless condition H is dominant, and the horned condition little h is recessive. And what I've done down here is I've written a note to myself that says the possible genotypes are this. Big H is hornless, big H is hornless, and little h is horned. A bull with horns, so that means little h, is a bull without horns. So we don't know if he's big H, or big H, is crossed with a cow that has horns. So we know for sure that she is little h. And of the four possible offspring, which they should have put in the word possible here, because a Punnett square represents 100%, not for children, not for offspring, but 100% of the offspring. So each square is a quarter, or 25%. One is horned and 3 are hornless. So what I recommend you do, I have filled this out for you because I would do this if this was my assignment, and I am a genetics guru, just so that I don't make a mistake. I would write the Punnett squares for the situation and figure out which one is the correct one. So first of all, a bull without horns. So we are looking for a father who has big H, or big H, little h. So this is a possibility, this first one. This is a possibility, this second one. This is a possibility, this third one. And this is not a possibility, this fourth one. So I would not even look at this fourth one. It is crossed with a cow with horns, which we know from down here is little h. So the top two show a mother that has horns. And the bottom right one also shows a mother that has horns, but we already know this is out of the picture. It is saying here that of the 4 offspring that are possible, 1 is horned and 3 are hornless. Well, If we look at the top two Punnett squares, we know that 100% of this mating will result in a hornless offspring because the big H is present in 100% of the offspring. So this is not an option. We would also go over to this Punnett square where the father is without horns and the mother has horns, and notice that 50% have a chance of being born without horns and 50% have a chance of being born with horns. So because there is this difference in this Punnett square, I would choose this as the answer. The father is big H, little h, and the mother is little h, little h. You will continue to do that for all of the problems that are on the Google Classroom. But there is a second step, and that is to figure out the percentages. Well, I just told you that if this is the combination, it's a 50% chance each time that they have an offspring that they will be hornless, and a 50% chance that they will have horns. So I'm just going to reiterate that here by saying there is a 50-50 chance that an offspring will be horned or hornless. That's all you have to do. I don't know why I copied this Punnett square. You will find these assignments on the Google Classroom. If you have any questions doing these, please let me know. Those of you who are not done or have done your genetic pedigree from last week and the week before, and your create a baby incorrectly or have not finished, you still need to finish those as well and get them into the basket or online to me by Friday. Thank you.